I'm pleased to welcome Adam Bauer, a consultant in communications with Wells Fargo, who spends a lot of his time helping the organization anticipate and manage issues as they occur. Adam, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You have a really interesting background prior to joining the bank, in that you spent a lot of time in politics at many levels. And I'm just curious, when you think about the issues management side of political campaigns and politics in general, what are some of the key learnings that you have taken from that experience and brought them into your current role?
Sure. Yeah, there really are two. The first, and I think the most important lesson that I ever learned, is on the outset of whether it's a crisis or just really bad news, take a deep breath. You can't, the media is going to come after you. You're going to have all things, kind of things blowing up around you in a crisis, and that's just going to happen. And if you are not organized in your own thoughts and take stock of all of the stakeholders and audiences you need to communicate with up front, you're not going to do any good. The media is going to get your response. Taking a second to organize yourself is not going to make or break what the media says, and then frankly, it can improve the ultimate outcome. So I think that was the single biggest takeaway. And the other thing I took away from my time in politics was there is a tendency among many people, when bad things happen, they want to ignore it and hope it goes away. And whether it's, especially in a digital age with social media, the press or people on social media, they're going to raise the issue no matter what. And so you can either clam up or you can tell your side of the story. I'm always inclined to tell your side of the story and try to make it at least as neutral as you possibly can.
I know, in your current role, one of the things that you're doing is you're kind of playing the role of anticipator, chief anticipator, meaning that we talked earlier about the importance of speed and agility, and so getting prepared so that while you can't completely, predict everything that's going to happen, there's a lot you can do in advance so that when the issue hits the fan, so to speak, you're better able to move quickly in terms of managing it. Can you speak a little bit to that?
Yeah, I think the single biggest component of that is making sure that you know all of your stakeholders, in that you're not just focused on the media or focused on what's happening with your Twitter feed, but that any plan that you develop, it considers everybody who may need to be in the know, whether it's regulators or whether it's your own team members. Communicating with them is a huge part of risk management and reputation risk management. You don't want your own people finding out through the media or through Twitter that something very substantial is going on within your organization. You want to break that news to them first, so that you can manage the risk associated with it. And so having, taking full stock of all the stakeholders that you need to communicate and what messages you're going to deliver to them is really, really important.
And last question that I ask everyone, but what keeps you up at night from the standpoint of preparing for and managing issues?
I think it's the same thing that keeps most communicators up at night, and that's the unknowns. You can put the best plan in the world together, but curveballs happen. You can't. We're not clairvoyant. Things that you can't anticipate are going to happen. And so, that's both the exciting part of this work and the thing that makes it so incredibly frustrating sometimes.
Adam, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.